Hey, lovelies. Oh, let's check this. Let's do something different with this. Makes me feel like I'm a little coloring here. There we go. Hi. Okay, I'm on my laptop right now. And this has been a day. Oh my God. Um, it's been a day. It's been one of those days where the energy is so pronounced that it's crazy. So, okay. So what I've noticed, first of all, I already did the teaching earlier today, Lisa Light. So I'm going to do the card review. Okay. So did I get the other? Hold on one second. I want to do the comparison. I don't think I got the other one. Oh, show me mercy. Oh, yes. Thank you. That's right where I needed it to be. Okay. So here are the two sets. Okay. And this is the newer one that I just got. And this is the one that she first put out. So love this one. This one's done more in gloss. Has a high gloss on it. Okay. So I like this. And I actually call this more like the cosmic grandmother, the cosmic mother info. And welcome to Be So Light. This is Priestess Talk. This is going to be message talk. This is all about just kind of sitting and chit-chatting. Okay. So here is Secret Ancestors. Hi, lovely. Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. So there's 45 cards in here, and it's by the same designer. And this is the one that had the inside of the box. And I love this. This is really cool. And it's all about the whether or not you know your ancestors, they know you. Spirit was our first ancestor. And it's so true. Hi, Pearlie! How are you? How are you and your wife? How's that beautiful divine couple? I love it. All right. So here it is. Okay, here's the book. The book is really pretty. And you know the book is really, and I forgive me this today I forgot to read the affirmation of the card that we got, and it was the shaman. So the shaman card, did I put it on top? Yes, I did. Yay! Okay, so here. That's the shaman card. Now, see, on my laptop, you can see it clear. So you're probably saying, well, why don't you just use a laptop? No, because there's problem in YouTube land when I use the laptop. They will hold up the loading up of the video. So when I go on my phone and load it up, and then come over on my laptop, then I can load it and it goes right away. When I do it this way, it hardly gets any views. Nobody sees anything. That's what happens to it. But when I do it on my phone, everybody sees it. Everybody gets da, 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 da. I'm like, no, crooked, wicked, unholy. That's my new thing now. If you're not divine, you're undivine. And then that means you're not holy. You're unholy. I'm just using the words, using the power of the words. Use the power of the words. Okay, so here we go. The book is nice. It has good affirmation. So the affirmation, I'm sorry, I digress. Here we go. We had the shaman card. It says, I honor my own beautiful path and I connect to the divine. Gosh, that's so perfect. I love that. I love that. Because it's all about trust the path. Trust the pathway. So trust the path. So your book has, this came out in 2022. 3, but I don't remember seeing it anywhere. And it has the stories. It has the section in here called about our ancestors. And it's really, what if I don't know my blood, family, or ancestors? Oh, yeah, I got a story for that. What if my DNA results different from my family lore? I mean, it has all that. What about reincarnation? What if my ancestors were terrible people? It has questions in here like that. And it says, blessing your secrets of the ancestor oracle cards. So, how to bless your cards up. And then it goes into the spread. You have a spread called just where you pull the one card, go back and get it. One card. Ancestor wisdom spread is help me, please. 3 cards. I'm not kidding. Help me, please. Help me, please. It says the first card is going to be the greeting ancestor. Who are you? The second will be what am I missing in the current situation? And then the third card is what should I do now? Okay. Then, oh, this is good, you guys. Oh, look at. What do I do? Okay, this one is called generational wealth spread, blessings and blocks. Look at that. You don't see that very often in some of the card reads. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Shut the front door and ring it 5 times over. Jeez Louise. What? Okay, listen to the questions for this. This is really cool. It says, what blessings have I inherited from my family line? That's card number 1. And then card number 2 will say, what blocks have I inherited from my family line? Shut the front door. I like the wording. We're looking at the power of the words. Okay. Then it goes into card number 3. What is the path to healing? Card number 4. What do I need to give up? Card number 5. What do I need to receive? I like that spread. Oh my gosh. That is a neat spread. Okay, that is a really cool spread, you guys. Then the other one says, oh, get this one. I like this one. The cornrow spread. This one deals with the inner child and it requires 9 cards. So the 9 cards, wow. Oh my God. She even has one in here called the Family Karma Tree Spread. Elders and Ancestors requires 15 cards. This is what that one looks like. Oh my God, look at that. This is why I love tarot and oracle cards. I fell in love with this because when you're doing cards and when you're connecting with that, you're jumping into portals of medicine wisdom that's just put in a card. And this is a portal into that lesson or into that energy of knowledge or into that part of healing to make you go, okay. So let me go back. Okay, so the karma one, this is really cool. It says the first card, my inner child, what do I want to be called today? Card number 2, how do we really feel right now? Card number 3, who is influencing you? Who is the biggest influencer on you? Card number 4, what is it that you need? Card number 5, what hurt and scares you? Card number 6, where does the hurt show up today? Ooh, some of us are carrying hurt. Where's it showing up at? Card number 7, what do you most want me to know? Card number 8, how can I support you now? Card number 9, how can we heal today? Oh, I love it when people channel it just right and they do it right. Oh, that's good. I love it. Now, the family karma tree spread that has the 15 cards. This is deep. I mean, these are really good questions. You have, it starts off with you as the first card, then it goes to mother, then it goes to father. Kind of just like how I do spiral light. We go into the mother father cells. Okay. Then it goes into the grandmother, the grandfather, then the grandfather and the grandmother of the grandfather and the grandmother. Shut the front door. And then it's going to go great grandmother, great grandfather, great grandmother of the great great grandfather. Then it goes grandfather, great grandfather, great grandmother, great grandfather, great grandmother, and great. Look at this. Look at that. Is that insane or what? Can you imagine doing that? Can you imagine that? This is what you call doing some deep shadow work. Because here's the thing, we go in and we clear. And one day I just snapped. I think it was last month. I said, how many more times do we have to keep clearing ourselves? We're just going to keep clearing ourselves till we don't exist anymore? What is this? If I clear myself anymore, I don't think anybody will see me. It's just like, what? So that is a really neat spread. Look at that. Is that crazy or what? I mean, that, let me tell you something. When you do a spread like this, okay, so the medicine is when you do this kind of spread, you have to have smudge going, like burn either tobacco or sage. I would definitely offer up tobacco because you're connecting with your family tree. Okay. You're connecting with your tree. You're connecting with all your ancestors. So I would offer that up. I would make sure to have water wherever I'm sitting to do this particular reading. Okay. And then I would definitely, hands down, light a candle in the honor of yourself and your whole entire ancestor. So when they see that divine light and that you lit that, hi, darling, hi, you light that, then when you are shuffling and you're answering the questions, you're going to get the cards that line up with this. You are sitting in that portal. And then on top of that, they come in and they're going to sit with you and make sure the cards give you the message you need to hear. And then here's the kicker, because this is not an ordinary like read where you can just go in and do this card layout. Oh, okay, I got some cards. Let me make some notes and blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. This one is a full-on activation. This one, when you do it, that means you're probably going to be in this medicine for 3 to 7 days after you do this read. This is a dream traveler. This is an activation for dreams. And that's what it's going to pull in. So I'm like, holy, I would have to prepare myself to do that one because that's an intense one. Then it says about the 5 elements of the community circle arcanas, and it talks about the 5 suits. And then it talks about the connection to the tarot because you'll have it where it connects to the tarot. I love how she did this. She really did a good job on this. Oh my God. Meeting your 45 secrets of the ancestor card. And then it goes into the beginning of the cards. This is like hands down. This is like, if you pick this up and do it, be prepared for some significant change in your life. I've done where we did 78 days challenge of tarot, where we did a card a day. We traveled through the tarot cards and we talked about it every single day, what shows up. And it was incredible to watch how everybody was having something happen to them that was out of the ordinary that reflected on that card. the questions that came up with the card. It was just crazy. So I was just like, this? Yeah. All right. I I I dare all of you to do that. To get the cards and to go into the pictures. Are you ready to see the pictures? Pictures are beautiful. Okay. They're not in order because I've already blessed them up and did my thing. This is the back. Okay, here we go. This was today's card. This is Monarch. This is Peacemaker. That's pretty. Oh my God. Oops, it's upside down. Sorry. Martyrs, reflection. This is the Judge. This is where it gets really pretty because you put the elements in here. Mother of Fire. Root of Water. So pretty. Twins. God. Deviant. This is like the Tower. Chaos and structure. This is like Shango. Jamboree. Disruption. Total disruption. Wow. Altar of Air. Butterflies. Clarity. Creator of Air. Look at this. Yeah. That I can just feel that one. Can you feel that one? Oh my gosh. Jeez. This is bobbling. Look at that. Mother of Earth. Yes, this is crazy. And I'm not kidding you guys. When I got these cards and I opened it up the box, I literally was like, what the hell? Because I felt it go, boom. And I was like, what do? What do? What do? The loner. So beautiful. Father of Earth. Unknown. So pretty. That's so pretty. Choose of freedom. Star energy. Goddess circle. This is so pretty. I mean, it's powerful. Her artwork in this is just beautiful. Wonder Woman. It's so pretty. Oh my God. The Trickster. Oh, are we having trolling issues? You know what? Here's how this is going to go. I'm going to finish showing this and then I'm going to give you an opportunity to claim your light because this is the Be So Light tribe that you're stepping into. And here we help people claim their light of themselves and to rise in their sovereign divinity self. So, with that being said, We do not consent to energy feeding vampires coming in here because you will get imprinted on to rise higher in your vibration. We don't consent to your energy. We don't consent to the entities. And we ask you to go to other platforms that would better suit your needs. Here you go. This is so pretty. I mean, the artwork is just so powerful. Okay, this next picture, this, everyone that sees this is going to hit you straight in your heart chakra. So I need you to take a deep breath and I need you to exhale it out because it's so pretty. Okay, this is what it feels like when stuff is happening and we kind of feel overwhelmed and we kind of feel like, oh my gosh, what the hell's going on? This is the energy that will come through and take care of the problem. Root of air. You see how they're there, the divine feminine and the divine masculine? That is powerful. They got their swords up. They're like, you know what? You have T minus 7 seconds. And then we're going to come through and make the decision for you. And then this one is another one. Yes. I love this. I love this. I love this. Mother of water. Mother of air. Father, this is Father of fire. This is blessed. Oh, beautiful. Creatures of earth, take charge. The highest priestess, intuition and knowing. This is so pretty. Love that. Altar of earth, limitless prosperity. Father of air. Father of water. Huntress. Father God. Radical truth. And creatures of water. So pretty. So everyone take in a nice deep breath because those were very powerful cards to take a look at. And then I have something I'm going to tell you about. Okay, so those of you that are in here doing your funniness, you have T minus 4 seconds. Because here it comes. You've been warned. Let us help you go into that space. Let us help you with that. Let us help you. Everyone taking a nice deep breath. Let's help them rise, shall we? Yeah. Yeah. Taking a nice deep breath. I'm not playing. Let me help you. Let me help you with that. How are you doing today? Okay. So the longer you stay in, the more the energy will start imprinting on you, where you have to raise your frequency up in order to be in here. How's that? Yeah, personally designed. Oh, God, I just love it. Unholy. The unholy. All right, so those are the cards. And like I said, if you really want to dive into that, get into it and dive into it. But she does have the other ones, the African goddess one. I think I did this one. I'm not really sure. But in this one, this one's really cool. It says, you called upon the goddesses, and the goddesses called you. You're being called to bear witness to your own joy, magic, and power. Will you heed the call? So, right now, there are a lot of women that are getting this message of, I need to do some priestess work. I feel like I need to dedicate myself to the path of the priestess. And the reason why that comes up is because it's the energy of knowingness. It's the energy of old medicine coming up. Okay. It's the old medicine coming up. And it's not old like, oh, it's old, decrepit type of, no. It's like your ancient medicine is coming up. And when the ancient medicine comes up, it wants to be present on the timeline, wants to be present on there. So that's one of the things that are definitely with that. And this is the back of these cards. And this is this one. Okay. So I'm going to just flash these real quick so you can kind of compare the two. She has a high gloss on these. Beautiful artwork here. And she stays with the tradition. That way you can compare. So if you like both of them, you can use them both and do the reads. This one is beautiful. Yamaye. Don't play with these ancient goddess and goddesses. They will manifest themselves. And yeah, you got to be careful where you be stepping up into, because a lot of people are what I call, in some traditions, they're crowned, they are guarded, they have guardians, really strong ones. And so they don't take very kindly to disrespectful energies. They are no joke, kid you not. Sometimes when I see people do stuff, I just step back and I say, "Oh, you getting ready to get a lesson. Somebody get ready to get speaking. Ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be all about ouch, 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 ouch." This is self sabotage. Look at this. This is so pretty. I love the back of them too. And it's like you're getting a lot of history with these. Look at Oya. Oya is not playing. Look at her. So beautiful. Tuition. Desire. There's only one card in here that kind of like made me go, "Ooh, what is that one?" So pretty. Soul forgiveness. Really pretty. Now these have like a gentle energy. They're real gentle. They feel really good. The other ones are like a box of if you come up in here acting crazy, we're going to teach you a lesson. That's what the ancestor box feels like. It feels very present. It feels very connecting. And I bet you when she was designing those cards, she really felt their presence when she was doing it. Oh, Sekhmet's in here. This one was very sacred to the Taino because it has the semis in here. I love how she included that in here. That was really cool. And then Oshun. And then this was the only one that was kind of like, whoa, what the heck? I was like, whoa. I was like, look at that. It's like spider. It's like, I was like, ooh. And then this one, and then Medusa. Now, I'm going to let you know something right off the bat, y'all. Medusa is real. She is not some methodical, made up person. She's real. Okay. She's real. Very real. And when you are being called to your path, and it usually will happen after something devastational in your life, whether it's a great loss, a family loss, or a loss within yourself, or a relationship loss, um, or an illness will bring this type of change in. And in that change, when we hear the calling, when we um, when we feel the calling, you definitely things will start happening for you to feel fulfill that. Okay. So if you get a calling to become a priestess, there are many different forms of priestess. There are just earth priestess, there are kitchen priestess, there are water priestesses, there are fire priestesses, there are air priestesses, or there might be elemental priestesses that work with all the elements. There's all kind of priestesses for all types of connection service. Let's put it that way. Um, so when you're feeling a call, or when you feel like you have to step into more of a divine energy of the feminine energy that's calling you to be of service, it will show itself to you. what you feel called to do. For me, I became a priestess first before I became a sun dancer. Hence the word sun dancer. Be careful where you step. Um, the priestess part came right after the second illness. And a lot of times, when you have an illness, when an illness comes, it's because your body is in dis-ease, it's in disharmony. There's something that's happened to you along the way where you've lost a part of yourself or the love of the self, or something happened and you never got back to you. Okay. There's a lot of people out walking with wounds, and those wounds are from things that have happened that caused them to go into their disease. Okay. They never got, and I've said this before, they never got that apology. They never got, I apologize for what happened to you, or I apologize for what I did to you, or, they never got that apology. And this is why you get a lot of people who show up with abusiveness, the anger, the rudeness, all of that, because they simply have forgotten the love of themselves. They are not connected to it. They forgot it. And a lot of times, like in the movie, God, what movie was that? She says a lot of people are desensitized. They have lost touch with being around each other, being able to connect. So when there's a priestess call, it usually comes at a time in your life when it's time to make a major change. And it's a part of leveling up, when you're leveling up and you want to take that path. So I always say it like this. Okay. When I went into my priestesshood, it was a two-parter. It was a good friend of mine, it was a sister friend of mine from a past life that I met, who helped me do that right after the illness. And then there was the one teacher that came into my life. And I always call it, she turned me. She turned me. Um, and I just remember when I met her, I was at that bookstore. Remember when I told you about the bookstore? Remember I told you how I was standing there and I was working out one day and I saw that watcher come by and he just stopped and he looked in the window and he looked at me and I said, "That's a fucking watcher. What's he doing down here?" And then I went to go find him. He was gone like in 4 seconds. Where the hell could you go in 4 seconds? Come on now. So I was like, yeah, you got watchers down here. They know exactly who you are, where you are, and what you're doing. Guaranteed. Okay. And then you have the ones that come in forms to help you with your connection into where you're feeling the calling. Okay. They'll just show up. I've seen different people that have come in my life that were star beings in disguise as a human coming in. Hi, let me help you with that. Or I know how to do that, Reiki. I can give you all the attunements. And then they flipping disappear. You never see them again. And this one was nice enough because this one was a walk in. Okay. That one just straight up said, I'm going to give you all the attunements to help you remember who you are. And this man that you married, you're not going to be married to him much longer because this is not this man. No, you have work to do. No, this. I was like, who are you telling me that? And boom, right on the money. And after everything he did, he later tells me, we will never see each other again. I'm going back to my dimensional home. I go, huh? Dimensional home? Yes, this is not my planet. I'm simply using this body to be here. And I'm doing this for you because you have to wake up. You have to remember who you are. And I never saw him again after he gave those attunements to me. Now, when I look back on it, I don't think they were just regular Reiki attunements. I think they were star galactic attunements because he looked very, let's just put it like this. He looked Andromedan. He looked more, when I say Palladians, but there's different kinds of Palladians. He looked more Sirius B. He looked more like that. That's what he looked like. And but because he was a walk-in, he was using that body to be on this realm. So I just thought it was like, whoa. So that was a starting entry into going into the path of being a priestess. And this goes for those of you that feel drawn to being a druid, the men. You have men medicine that comes to you to be a druid, to be the priest of the earth, a priest of the waters, a priest of medicine songs. There's many medicines that the men have. Now in Taino, we have the governing of the women's medicine and then the government of the men's medicine. Okay. The two medicines are separate and for good reasons, because let me tell you something. My first time when I first got my name in Taino and I went to the medicine gathering, we went to a very sacred place and we're on this particular land where we went. There was great tragedy in Puerto Rico where we went to do this medicine. And I just remember when we drove onto the land and where we were going to be, and it had all the sacred waters and rivers and stuff that we were going to be doing medicine with. And this is my first time. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm saying, oh my God, what am I doing? It's so hot out here. I can barely breathe. I'm sweating all the time. And I'm going, what is that I'm feeling? Why am I seeing all these spirits running on this land? Why am I seeing spirits looking at me? Why? And it was just like all this energy that was on the land when we were going there. And when the grandmothers gathered and they did the prayer, the wind came up, the trees started rustling, the wind started howling, and this rain came in, it started downpouring. And I said, oh, yeah, this is going to be a intense week. Yeah, the medicine is already rolling. All righty then. So each time when you follow a calling, you have to just do it. You don't sit back and negotiate with yourself. Okay. That's one thing I definitely can say. Because it comes in many different forms. And sometimes, watch out, when the spirits really want to get your attention and they really want you to be in the medicine, they really want you to get on path, they will trick you. They will send somebody to pull you into a weekend gathering. Dun, 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 dun. And you'll go and not think nothing of it. And then you're wondering why you're feeling more inspired. You're wondering why you're having these dreams. You're wondering why all of a sudden it's like everything just kind of got jump started for you. And then you start looking for what is calling you, what is making you feel so good, what is calling you. And then you'll see something that makes you feel good. And all it's doing is reminding you of a time when you were connected to it. Okay. Let's just put it like this. Each and every one of us has medicine. Each and every one of us has that sacred purpose. Each and every one of us walk a timeline of medicine in motion, and ancestral connections beyond belief. Okay. I cannot go anywhere where I'm coming around other medicine people, doing medicine with someone, and I show up, everybody, especially the medicine man or woman of the medicines, they will see who walks with me. And they'll be like, I one time it happened, and this guy, the 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 young man who was in preceptorship with the medicine man, he was in training. I stepped in the room. He goes, I've never seen so many ancestors with one person. Oh my God. And I said, something wrong? And he says, yeah, you got a lot of people that walk with you. Oh, and I almost said, you mean my posse? You know? And I said, yeah, yeah, my ancestors walk with me. And I do as much as I can every single day to honor them in a good way. That doesn't mean that I'm out dabbling in anything, putting my prints in that. And no, if they come to me and I'm wondering why I'm collecting keys, or I'm wondering why I'm collecting mirrors, I'm wondering why I'm collecting shells, then yeah, you bet I'm gonna acknowledge that, because they're trying to get my attention. And my good friend Deb, rest her soul, she cracked me up. She went through the priestess program that I did like 2 or 3 years ago. She graduated top of the class. And she went through the training, and she was being called after a year and a day of walking. She was being called to the Orishas, to African medicine. And I'm like, okay. She goes, girl, I'm not being white, girl, but I'm telling you, I got some black in me somewhere. I just know I do. I mean, look at my butt. She always say that. Look at my butt. And I'm like, all right. And I would say, all right, you are my priestess sister. And I want you to go down the path. What's calling to you? She goes, I really feel connected to it. It really makes my heart sing. I really feel connected. So she started doing her research, started doing her studies. That girl took off. She was, next thing I knew, she had her ancestor altar up. She was telling me who and what was coming and talking to her and her dreams. And I was like, she goes, I want to say thank you so much for my priestess training with you, because that just took me where I was supposed to go. And I said, oh my God. And she was just like, thank you. So that's when we both got our hats together. Okay, her hat sits over by the door. And she went, I'll never forget it. She went and got it all decorated, headphones, and she came out. She goes, hi! And I go, what's going on with you? What you step into? She goes, I stepped into myself. Why aren't you stepping into it? I said, I am stepping into it. No, you're running. I said, I am not running. Oh, we had a full on discussion in the parking lot in front of, what is that place called? The Halloween store, in the parking lot. And she said, you're running from them. And I go, I am not running from anybody. She goes, yes, you are. They're trying to get your attention. And they're trying to get you to understand what this is and how sacred it is and what you're connected to. It's all in your blood. Come on. And I was like, Deb, you're killing me. You're killing me. And she says, oh, stop it. Come on. So next thing I know, she was doing her research. She learned all about it. And boy, every time we would have a storm rolling through Sacramento, she would crack me up. She would go onto her Facebook page and she would do a live. And she says, it's raining. Oh, yes, out there. It's raining. They're all gonna be, bring it on. She'd be chanting it and bringing it in. And I love that about her, because she started off in her priestess, did her year in a day, and then the ancestors came to her and started talking to her. We don't pick them, they pick us. Okay, let me say that again. Your path of what and where you're going, you don't pick it, it picks you. You just have to be the one brave enough to show up and to trust and follow the path. That's what today's message was, to follow the path. They pick you. It was already signed, it's already in your stars. They pick you. And rather it's just to teach you some medicine, to help you wake up about something about yourself, to maybe even do a healing of a generational thing that's going on. They choose you for that because they know, they see the whole thing. We see right here. That's it. We'll see it right here. Yeah, right about there. Yeah. They see everything. And when they see you, they see everything about you. This is why if you get dreams where they're communicating to you and they come up to you and they say, "Oh, you still don't know who you are. You still don't know your power. You still don't da 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 da." They're pointing at things and they're showing you things. It's because they want you to see. They want you to see yourself and they want you to see beyond that and see what you're connected to and to do it without fear. Some of us are so afraid to connect and remember because we had indoctrination. Come on. I was brought up in a Catholic family. I was all about cross, 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 kneeling, 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 all about that. But then something happened. An illness came. And when that illness came, man, that just took my nursey brain, analytical Capricorn brain, all over the place. I questioned everything. And then when I had the visit from the Christ Christos, I have to say it in that way, the real one that came to me, as well as the angel of death. Now I can actually say that was Makatari that came to me, visiting me. I said, shit, this is this was not in my nursing fundamental books. That was not on that chapter. I don't remember this part. And I just sat there and I questioned everything. And then it was like, I want to be connected to me, to everything of nature that feels good. I want that to be my church, the earth, how we communicate with Mother Earth, how she communicates with us. How when you stand in the waters, the rivers, and the ocean, why does it feel so damn good when you stand in it? Why? Why does it feel good when you speak truth and all of a sudden the trees start rustling and the wind comes whipping up around you? Why does that feel so good? Because it's validation that you just said something that was truth and they validated you. Why is it when you see certain birds show up, like that big flipping owl that came in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, early in the morning when I'm walking my butt up to UC Davis, and I'm saying to myself, I hate this job. I don't even want to be here anymore. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. And this big gray owl, I've never seen an owl that big. I heard the wings flapping. It was 5:30 in the morning because I had to go and work the clinic shift. It came across that lawn and it perched itself up on that light with its beautiful amber eyes and looked down at me just like this, saying, "This job is over. This week you won't be here anymore." I was gone. 72 hours later, fired. Told to clean my stuff out because I was not fitting in. Imagine that, getting fired because I didn't fit in. I wasn't fitting in. And I got written up. You want to hear something so crazy? I got written up, get this, because I wouldn't eat with all the nurses at lunchtime. I would go off and go eat by myself, clear my mind, go over my thoughts. I got written up for that because you don't fit in. But let me show you how karma works. All those nurses that were that were kind of sticking together, the clans that stick together, they sit and kind of judge others. When I was ill, I had to go back to that place to get blood work done. And the main one that was really mean to me in my training and everything, she was really mean to me. She had to draw my blood. She could not even look me in the eyes. And all she could do when she was done drawing the blood and she looks at me, she goes, "I'm so sorry." I said, "You're sorry now?" And I said, "You have a good day." And I got my papers and left. But yeah, she knew I was fighting uh, something coming in that was going to take me out. And she knew, she saw it. And she was like, she felt bad about how she treated me. That's karma, straight in your face like that. So you just never know. You treat someone so right, you just never know when after you do them so bad and then something happens in their life, they get a turn of events, and then you have to face them. So, yeah, those are the things that puts you on a path as a shaman, as a priestess, as the healer, way shower, as the grid light worker, as a light worker. When we say light worker, we don't mean just light worker because you got to remember Lucifer is a light holder. Okay, we're not working for him. We work for the source divine. There's a difference. Okay, let's not get it twisted. There's a difference. Okay, so when we say those things, we have to be very aware who's listening in on the words we're saying. So when you are feeling called and that comes up for you, this is where you start asking questions. And this is why a lot of us are getting waking up at 3, 4, and 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, come on, lovelies. Did you really think that it was just digestive problems? Did you really think it was because you were not positioned right in your bed? No! A lot of times, that's that secret time energy right there. That's that doorway. That's that divinity doorway time where they want to communicate with you and they want to say, "Hey, how you doing down here? What would make you really happy?" And that's the time when in between that 3 and that 5, 5:15, 5:30, right in there, that's the time that you talk to the divine. That's that time. That's that when it's wide open. You're in that connection right there. That's the time when you anchor in the intentions, what you see yourself doing, you speak it into that time space. That's the alchemy. That's the divine magic. That's that part of when you're a priestess, a wayshower, the healer, you tap into that. You tap into that. That's that sacred time with the ancestors. So if you're feeling a calling and it's coming in strong, I don't want you to ignore it. Because here's the thing, if you ignore it enough, and I had an elder teach me this one time. She says, when you're in your 20s, they come a knocking. You don't answer them, they say, all right. They wait till you get in your 40s. When you're in your 40s, they come a knocking again. You don't answer that call, then they wait. Now you're in your 50s. There will be no more knocking because they're done waiting. Now they're just going to set up the situation that's going to get your attention. So it's better when they knock the first time, you flip and answer. Because she told me, she said, I didn't listen to the first knock, I didn't listen to the second knock, and I got knocked down on my ass on the third. So here I am now, being an elder to you. And I'm like, thank you, elder. I knew something was going on when I saw you in the herb section. I just had to come and say hi to you. I felt this divine. Yes, that's right. That's what I'm doing with you now. So just know that when you get that calling, you got to answer it. They'll prep you a couple times, and if you tied into a job and you're not listening, yeah, and they see you unhappy, they're going to take that away. They're going to make you leave it, or they're going to make something go down and take that away. You want to know why? Because nothing hurts them more to see one of their own, their family, their little ones connected to them be unhappy. They want something better for you. They always want something better for you because they know you won't give it to yourself. So they're going to help you do it. But they got to get you to see it first. They got to get you to see yourself. That's why they do what they do. That's why things happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Be thankful. Be thankful for not getting that house, or be thankful for not getting that job. Be thankful. Be thankful for not moving where you thought you should have moved to. Be thankful. Because what's happening right now? Be thankful. Be thankful for where you're sitting right now. Be thankful. Be thankful for the opportunity to answer the call, where most people who got the call couldn't answer it. Okay? We answered the call. Because if you didn't answer the first call, you wouldn't be here right now. You wouldn't be here because you heard the call and it started up there and you came on down here into this dense world. Yeah, it's a little predicament, but here we are. Yay! This is why we have to have Starbucks and Dutch Brothers, and we have to have times of diving into things to help us kind of like have a little bit of balance in life here. A little bit of yes, 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 and a little bit of no, no, no. Okay. So that's my take on. You want to know what the problem is? I got one of these. We were driving past and they opened up the brand new Dutch Brothers. And I said, oh, well, how many? She's like, oh, I like to go by. I was, what? We went in there. They only been open for 3 days. So I said, well, I'll get that blue lime tea thingamajigga. Give me that. So I got the green tea and I was like, wow, that green tea is like, wee. So please, if you feel that call, answer the call. Answer it. If you feel like you don't know what to do, reach out to your light workers. Reach out to people who are on the path. You see a priestess, now don't get it twisted. You want someone that's balanced. You don't want to be going after someone that's kind of lost in the soup. You know what I'm saying? You want someone that's solid, they're grounded, they are a priestess, They walk the priestess life. Their home looks like a priestess temple. They walk the priestess way. That's what you want. How they're walking in that. When it feels good. Feels good. You don't want chaotic energy. You don't, and I tell you this, the medicine you take on from a chaotic person, you're walking with that. Do you really want your medicine to be like that? No. You want to walk it in a good way. You want to show up in a good way. Okay. So this is why I walk away from my last job, even though I have 2 interviews lined up. I'm not looking forward to the energy of the new job. Here's the thing. I remember, and this plays really strong in my heart when I have to do certain ceremonies, moon ceremonies, things that I'm supposed to do. And I remember I'd be working and stuff. I need to have this time off. Why? I said, I need to go to ceremony. I need to have 2 weeks off. I got ceremony to do. Okay, 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 okay. Give me my time off. Shouldn't have to ask for time to go do your spiritual work. That's the problem with jobs. You got to try to ask for time off so you can go do your spiritual work. Why? Can't stand that crap. Shit, it's bad enough you gotta go ask when you gotta go to the bathroom, when you go have your 30-minute lunch break, jam all that food in your mouth, and then you get acid indigestion and wonder why you're suffering with peptic ulcers later, and then you're all stressed out and you're sitting on a counselor's table talking about, I really don't understand why I'm unhappy. That job! I digress. But you know what I'm talking about. That job. Working 9 to 5 to stay alive. Beyonce said that. When I heard that in that song, I was like, oh, yeah, that's true. So I went to a job interview once. Thought I wanted it. I wanted to go into hospice. In the interview, I walked in the office. As soon as I walked in the office, I already knew this wasn't going to go well. It wasn't going to go in my favor. And I just knew it. And I watched this lady behind the desk, and she was looking at me over, and she looked at my resume and she goes, wow, you got a really good resume here. Wow, you've done a lot. You seem like you're really a go-getter, like you're aggressive, like you go after things. I go, yeah, I like to get the job done. And she looks at me and she goes, would you have a problem with me being your boss? I go, I don't know. I just met you. I'm just now interviewing you. She goes, I'm not sure if you would be someone and I said, okay, you know what? Stop. I put my hand up just like this. I go, stop. I said, first of all, I'm in here interviewing for a position. I was thinking about going into hospice. I saw you had a training program, and I was thinking about being a part of that because I'm really good at helping people cross over. But the way you're coming at me right now, talking about if I'm going to have a relation, I'm going to be a problem with you or what, this is not moving in my favor. I got up, got my resume, and I said, and I wouldn't want to work for someone that's already starting this type of energy with me. And you don't even know what my favorite colors are yet. So, you know what? You have a nice day. I will keep on searching for something that is a better divine match. Bye. Left. Left. Walk the hell out of there. Left her sitting there with her whatever the hell she thought she was doing with that hair red and all that crap. And got in my car and I sat there in the parking lot and said, are you kidding me? That was so disrespectful. Coming off at me like that for no reason. Don't even know me. You go ask me if I'm going to have, I don't even know you. But because she saw that I like to get the job done and da 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 da, she thought that was aggressive. And I'm like, okay. The next day, I got a phone call and she was calling me. And she was like, I wanted to, I go, who is this? This is blah, blah, blah. You came in for an interview. Da, da. I said, what do you want? She's like, well, I wanted to apologize for the way I I approached you, and I said, you know what? You have 7 minutes, or excuse me, you have 7 seconds to make an impression on someone when you walk into an office. The clock was already ticking, and you blew it with the way you said that to me. And if you're asking that now and saying that, this is how you walk in your life. And I don't want to be a part of that. But you have a nice day. I hung up. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. It's I worked in hair company, but I can work from home. Yes. That's why. This is back in the timelines when you could go to those places and you sat down and you had an interview. Now they do all this stuff where you gotta play this TikTok game and all this crap and stuff to try to get in. And then the AI is judging by whatever's written on the thing to scan you out, but they don't even want to make eye contact with you and meet you. And then when they do finally pick one person, they're not authentic. They're not being authentic. And that's what corp, corporations do. Corpse. They're looking for corpse to fill the position. Corpse. To work for corporations. Those. Look at that word. Okay. When you know who you are and you walk with that and you don't settle and you have your divinity in you, being a priestess, being a sundancer, I was priestess first, sundancer second after that. I walk with both of them. I just don't take kindly to people being mean to me for no reason. If I'm treating you with love and respect, don't be mean to me. I got time on this planet, honey. I've been here 58 years. I've seen a lot of stuff. And I still see some things that need some improvement and some healing. So when you get the call to be a priestess, you don't know what that path is going to bring you down to. It might be healing those wounds. Because let me tell you, we got a lot of wound healing to do on this planet. Because if we can heal the wounds, we'll stop this energy of destruction. We stop the energy of indoctrination of hating someone because of their color or their religion belief or because of who they fell in love with and all this judgment. Mother Earth, does she judge you? Does she judge you? Does Mother Earth sit back and say, oh, no, 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 you're not going to go walking out over there in that river. You are what are you? You are worshiping something and you can't walk over there. Do you think she's doing that? No, she's simply saying, my darling, my children, I feel you stepping on my belly. I feel you stepping on my belly. I feel you submerging yourself in my waters of my womb. Let you be cleansed. Let you be nurtured. I feel how my breath Blows love into your ears. Let your heart not be heavy anymore. Let me blow that away from you. You hear the trees? That's them acknowledging you, saying, "Hi, we see you, we remember you." Yes, I'm Mother Earth. I'm Tia. I am all the names that you call me. I'm right here. And when I have to shake and rattle and do things, it's because I am sick and I have to purge it, just like you do. I have to cleanse, I have to detox my body because some of you will not detox yourself. You don't love yourself enough to know who you are. And you've carried these wounds so long, it has made you sick. And now I have to help you and remind you how to detox. That's what she says. That's what she does. She never judges us when we walk out there. And if there's a storm, if there's flooding, if there's earthquakes, if there's a volcano, that's her releasing all of what we need to be releasing. We are one of the same with her. And what we hold on to, and when we don't answer our calls and we don't listen, we emanate just like her. We become volcanoes. We become emotionally erupting. We have our earthquakes. Nervous breakdown is the earthquake. We're crying. The flood is coming out. We're burning up with fever. It's the heat of the anger that's inside of us that needs to be resolved. So when you get that call to be a priestess and you want to walk and be that path, just know you're one with everything and you represent that. And that 100%, your ancestors are behind you. They are you, you are them. Period. Pega. All right. All right, lovelies. I just wanted to come on and share those cards and have you be inspired with spirit to listen to the call. And you know what? Every day when I wake up, I say thank you. Get to show up and be. And I wait and say, what do you want me to say? And they tell me. And it always starts off simple, but then it tells a story. And the story helps you to think. Okay? Let your story end the way you want it to end. You become the legend. Become legendary. Imprint and become that. Don't wait. What are you waiting for? Do it. That's the beauty of being on the path. It's not going to be full of rose gardens, honey. But you just have to show up, raise your head up, look forward, stand in all that you are, answer the call, and then allow it to unfold before you. And know you have free will. If it doesn't feel comfortable, you can say, no, I don't like that. And the universe will say, check that off, get that off the list, take that off. It's a no. And then the rest of the crew is like, what else? What do you think? God.com. And then they all get on board and they said, okay, let's go have a conference. How do we want to support our beautiful little one? They're down there on earth. How do we want to support him? Well, let's just see. What are they doing? What are they working on? Then Metatron brings up your book of life. They're working on self respect, empowerment of the self to step into what they want to do in their mission in the new earth. And then Michael sits off to the side. Oh, well, that's going to be a lot. Where's my sword? And then the rest of the team is saying, oh, well, I'll help them get lined up. I'll help them with that. I'll just show up in a grocery store and have a conversation. Okay. And then I'll show up in a bookstore. Should I know the bookstores? What is it? It's a coffee store. Okay, fine. I'll go to Starbucks. I'll take that one. I'm not kidding. This is what they do. They literally sit around and have a conference on how they're going to get your attention. They literally sit around and do that. And then when they see you having a good day, they're like, yay, go. They're just like, keep going. We're rooting for you. Oh, it's not Friday yet. Friday's gonna be a little bit stressful. Okay, but we got you. All right, always. I have to make you laugh because you know what? It's the truth. I swear to you, it's the truth. They're sitting around and they're watching you. And some of them just sit back and your grandmothers, your brothers that are on the other side, when they see you getting ready to make a dumb move, they're gonna be like, oh no. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, this is gonna turn out bad. I told you not to do that. And then you're wondering why your bed is going like, what's wrong with my bed? Is it an earthquake? That's the grandmother going. All right, everyone, I will see you tomorrow for day 10 of our sacred purpose. I have no idea what the title is going to be yet, but I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. We needed it on this collective crew. That's Energy Vibes. You are so welcome. We're all in this together. And the thing is, a lot of you are going to get this calling. And I know what it feels like. So don't ignore it. Take a step. See what it is. You don't have to be scared. They're trying to get your attention. Just say, okay. Be good to yourselves, all of you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining me here. And thanks for the thumbs up, lovelies. All right, be good to yourself. Much love.